Hello, this is Maximus Pro, and I'm going to be reviewing the secondary member of the launcher, Berp, spelled B-E-R-B instead of B-U-R-B, its name is best. It's Berp. And it's also for showing off its instructions, so it's color coded in light purple. We've got the launcher has a giant food. So he sets 41552. There's the show design. Spike's instructions is a generic Lego minifigure. You get a piece list, which has a total of 6. Which we'll find out later, though you can already see what it comes with. You can. It comes with 60 pieces. Series 6 Mixel checklists. It's advertised on all the Lego Mixels websites. There's this Mixel splash page. Its code is JUGG1EGR3B, which code is Juggle Grab. Juggle Grab? I think it's Juggle Grab. Anyway, so it is color coded in purple with some lavender mixed in. It also has some black and grey. It's a bit or not, but would really be a color that was, as a whole, I think, would yellow, orange. But I guess I already got 2 yellow 2015 Mixel tries, and I guess just will just be so then got a second purple tribe. Now, but pretty much you could say resembles multiple things. The first thing that you could resemble is the show Gobber and Tencho mix due to him having 4 arms. Spin, got a mouth, stubby feet, and along with a more tall body. He's resembled the game Mr. Mouth due to him having 4 arms that you've and so often open and close, and it's also rounded. But this that's the switch. Lego Mixel's website says he looks like a walking blender. His tall, round body, but it's all for the most part a very cool design. But I will say that I'm not a big fan of the design at the top half of the head. It's actually very similar to of the cracks as well. It's being rounded, asymmetrical, mostly spherical, couple triangular slopes. So I'm not a fan of how asymmetrical it is. But you do have some rounded teeth, the star teeth, which it actually has since you've looked at the size yet, there's actually got another pair sort of at the back of his upper jaw. And 4 arms, which I do think is very cool. He's the first Mixel to have 4 arms. Long they are. And also the piece used for the ball, which essentially being sort of Lego baskets in this lavender colour. I actually like. When it comes to articulation, you can rotate the eyes 360 degrees. Typical almost articulation, so you can move up and down. And of course, it's properly exposed the lower teeth. You can already see, anyway. The answer. This is I think very cool gimmick. Was that they spin. I think they're meant to spin more freely. Let's see when it very fast, but you can still spin. Not extremely freely, but it still spins, and I do think that's a cool gimmick. The answer double hitches this down the form can inch up and down as well. There's all the way down like so. So get very posable arms with 2 hinges that you get. So position them, and the feet are ball jointed, so can you make Berp do the splits? Get the arms, half the arms out the way. No, like so. And of course you can use it at 360 degrees. So more typical, very more stubby. Pixel feet. There's already others that have these feet of this size. And so he does this with how small the arms are and with map articulation. So now I'm going to move on to the accessories. So the Monchos all do have their own accessories, and comes with 4 cherries. So half of them are bright red, the other half are lime. And so I do think that that need to look like cherries. Now there are 2 things that you can do with them. So the first is that it doesn't matter which click them onto, but you can clip to the hands. I may have to do a job to probably show, but they clip on the hair. So I guess that's him holding all 4 of his cherries. Now what you can also do, if you open up, you can use the arm articulation and just take the cherries off the hands, down like so, and then they can go into Bert's mouth. It's very cool. It would be easy to just take it off and just store it in his mouth, and so it's very cool gimmick, and it's a thing for to be able to store food in their mouth. So the other, nearly all of them, which includes Berp, to have on his mouth, which tends now to have him eat the cherries. They do rattle around, and it's not that I think out of he's able to store his food. If you flip upside down, yep, the cherries. So the cherries fall out. But so I think it's a very cool gimmick to the activity to him. But that's not all. Since not only do you get the cherries, you also get a Nixel. But unfortunately, it's the same one that comes with Rocket and Gok. So special, I don't think you can win. You can do, I suppose. That's the only thing that I think is to have the Nixel hold the cherries. Just to ensure. You see, you can have the Nixel the cherries. That's the only interact with those news. Maybe just having a judge or airport or something. You can just so shouldn't have to me personally. I just have the cherries in Bert's mouth. So overall, This is very cool. So another great mix. Alright, so I'd say I'd say there's a melon that I think beats are just about. The store are very. So I do the blender, Mr. Mouth, whatever you think Burp looks like. He looks like that thing. Piece usage, I love the arm spinning gimmick. I love as articulated the arms are. And if storage in his mouth. When it comes to the issues that I have with him, and so not a fan of the design of the top half of his head. He can't the same next sort of rocket and gawks. And he's out of the manchos, he's the one who's the least able to securely keep the food in his mouth. So, overall, I'm going to give Burp an 8 out of 10. So all have mixed.